Oh, there's 4 people in the room. How you doing, 4 people? Can you hear me okay? One thumbs up and 5 people in the room. Let me know if you can hear me. I do believe my mic is on, but the screen doesn't like to tell me if you guys can actually hear it or not. The YouTube screen doesn't. Thank you very much, Wild. Wild, is that Wild Vicky? So I didn't have enough time to edit the video I have to edit that I've already shot. So I decided that I needed to get some fire agate trimmed up and windowed a little bit, and so I figured I'd turn you guys on while I was doing it. Yeah, sometimes I get it, I guess. Sometimes I don't, Vicky. Go on. This is just really hard matrix surrounding this nice sized fire agate right here, which there's bronze coloring on the edge, and it looks like there's some green underneath the window right here too. But this is going out in one of those bags. If you watched the last time I did this, this material is from California, Rogue. Yeah, this is going out in one of the bags to somebody that already purchased a whole bunch of fire agate from me while I was out digging it. So once I pulled this out of the bag the other day, I was like, man, since I got this machine running and I'm windowing some of their stones, I might as well get rid of a bunch of the matrix on this piece because this thing's already been tumbled. It didn't even look like this before it got tumbled. And then after it got tumbled, all this matrix is still really hard and attached. And you can see, I mean, the wheel is eating it up, yet now you can see better. The wheel is eating it up, but it's still not eating it up as fast as it would be if it wasn't as hard as it actually is from this place. Yeah, that's actually true. Trim saw might be faster. Only problem is though is the way that I would need to trim it. I want to leave this as much intact as possible. So in order to trim it, I would need a bigger trim saw than I actually have. So wheels are about the only thing I really have to do it with right now. Why ship all that weight of mud anyways? Well, I mean, it's mud once you end up cutting it down at least. I guess fine diamonds turn everything into mud. I have a trim saw right here. Let's see, turn around enough. Yeah, this thing is a trim saw. But the blade is not near as deep as this matrix that's in my hand. Hello, Anita. I'm gonna have to put my mask on. I start smelling it. Oh, and the camera's getting all messed up. Well, I did bring my mask in here. Oh, there it is. Ugh. I have cords running to my chest for the camera. I have cords running to my chest for the camera, so I can't really move very far. Yeah, that would possibly be an idea of sawing it to a certain point and trying to snap it with my hands, but I've cut myself pretty bad doing that, and I don't really have any tough gloves right now. Speaking of gloves, unfortunately, I had to refund some people their money that bought some stuff on my store because the gloves that they bought end up all being left-handed. That's why they're at the place I got them from. Taught me a lesson right there. I will always make sure that if I buy a bag of gloves that they all have the proper sides.
have this chiseled down in no time. The reason I don't make a cool shape to accent the agate is because I'm just trying to lose a lot of the extra weight. This is not going to be my fire agate. This is going out to somebody else. But I'm almost done anyways. Going to trim off some of this edge right here and then just take down a little bit of the back, and that'll be good enough for me. Whoop. Oh, on my hand, huh? You're doing cute, kitty, but I'm busy. Hello, Lance. How's Houston looking right now? I mean, it's much better than it was. I'll take down just a little bit of the back. All right, I think that's good enough for that one. Took off a bunch of stuff that was on it. There we go. That's better. Have a good night, Rogue. All right. Now we got that big monster with a bunch of mud out of the way. Let's see what else I can find in here. There's a couple promising looking pieces. Huh. I wonder what's in that. We'll start with the smaller one, it's easier. Now that's a lot harder. Modern Prospector, how you doing, buddy? Ah, there's a little fleck of color right there. So definitely went through some that's on the top edge. Just barely though. Again, too much mud in it. Oh, but there's color right there. Very bronze. But there's so much mud in it. Maybe it's just that section, but it looks like it's just pocketed almost the whole way. Yeah, I don't think this is going to turn out to be anything good. A little bit of bronze peeking out there, just a tiny bit. Yeah, there's a fire agate in there, but it's not a very good one. So, blah on that one. How about this one? And this is making me glad I'm windowing some of these stones, because some things I've liked when I'm at the mine that I haven't quite cut yet, now I'm not really thinking I like so much. Like the structure of the back of this stone. Now, I could end up being wrong, but I like it. I like seeing that. Sort of rings and like it's sort of on top. Don't really like seeing that. That area sort of looks like it's all just sort of mixed up. Mixed up, I've seen, doesn't really have good fire agate patterns. If you have fire agate, it tends to be like hit and miss and sort of there and not there. Whereas when you have bubbles, now that's not to say I haven't found good color under terminations, because I have. I found great color under terminations. But the mixture in this one is not making me happy. I just moved the whole table away with the amount of pressure I'm putting on it. Or the unit, maybe, just the unit. I wonder what that is peeking through that little bit of clear right there. Right above my thumb, right there. Honestly, I think this would make an awesome cab. I don't think that's fire. I think that's just like a window of clear that has some white and orange sort of plume in it. I don't really see any color, but the mixture and the swirl does look like it would make a pretty awesome cab, especially if there's a clear window in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw this one in the cabin box. Oh, well, this one doesn't really need to be windowed at all, does it? Look at that. So you got a nice nugget of fire. Might not be very deep, though. You can see a couple of sort of layers and then what looks to be clear. So it might not be very deep. At the same time, underneath these terminations, there appears to be more, and it's broken right there, is it? That was really easy to do. It was sort of already going for it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any fire or not very much. Maybe just a little bit on the top of this side over here. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. This side's got color already peeking out right there. Maybe some over here too. I'll just put this one back in his bag. And then we'll just... I actually see what appears to be little bits of saginite spray underneath that clear. Oh, right above my thumb. I think there might be color in here at the bottom of it. Ooh. Interesting. I'm actually surprised with the way that broke. That thing doesn't have some color on it. It's just sort of white agate. Well, like I said, it makes really cool cabbing material. Even when there's no color in it, you can make some awesome little cabs. I'm not sure if I am going to get color or if the color is going to pop out like right before the thing decides it's the end of the stone. I thought I'd get a clear window and I'd start seeing something. Oh yeah, there was a little bit on the backside. I just blew through it. So light, it didn't even go up very much. But you can see little bits, just little flecks. But I think this was the end of the color that was on that piece. Where is that piece? What'd I do with it? I put it back in his bag. So anyways, it'll make a cute little cab. But not what I'm looking for. Oh man. Oh goodness. I've got to start putting a towel down, or I need some rubber or something or another. The whole side of my floor is soaked. Oh, this one I already windowed. Oh. Oh gosh. Got my finger good that time. Give me a little friction burn. Damn, man. God, how many duds can I pull out of here? Oh no, there's definitely a window there. But it's such a small section now. Flattened out so much of it. There's where the ripples go through. Sure not very bright though. Once again, this is a good piece to cab. Make a little cab out of that section, but I mean, maybe a stone will carve out of that. So many fractures running across it, and then so little of the section is actually starting to pop out with some color. With all this other stuff, well, I'm not on camera. I got to start looking at my camera while I'm working. Anyways, I'm not happy with this one either. Tons of fractures all over in the side of it, all through the top. Got the color finally popping through right there. Got a little green bubble, but it can't be very big because everything else is going on in it. Like, disappointing stone number 4, I think. I already did this one last night. This one has so much potential looks going on with it. Windowed. Too small, the window. Shouldn't even be in the bag. Well, that's at least got some fire agate popping out on it. Now we'll go with these 3. I might have to repack these bags. I might have grabbed out of the wrong bucket, man. I didn't mark anything when I was moving, and I might have been confused about what I thought something was, because, I mean, a couple of pieces come out here and look good, but I'm not happy with my dud ratio at all. I can see it from the back side, but the front side does not want to give it up. Now I can see it peeking through just a little bit. Not as much as I can see it on the back side, though. But I can definitely see it peeking through a little bit on the top. Nice, Vendetta. What kind of cat machine did you get? To tell you the truth, I hate this piece too. Let me wipe off the camera. Alright, so the reason I hate this piece too is it came out of the wash really hard, yet it's just hard matrix, harder than the rest of the matrix typically is. The agate is very pocketed and small, and like there's like a little piece of agate there that might have some color. And really that's it. That's all I see on this thing. So this piece is going back in the gentleman's bag. And this piece is going back in the gentleman's bag, and that can go in there. That can, but it's nothing special. And the rest of this is crap. Those are garbage. This one's not necessarily garbage. All right, there's color in that one. I pretty much knew there was color in that one, and I burnt through some of it, and I was trying to show it to you guys better, and I think I lost it. But I think there's more bubbles underneath that. I don't know if you guys can see it as good as I can. Ooh. Ooh. Trying to take a finger off. Yeah, I'm going to stop there on that one. Got a nice reddish orange coming out right there. It's really bright. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop before I ruin whatever potential is inside that. It's about time I got something to look like some color, though. Gosh darn it. My back is killing me. Dumbass. Trying to rinse my hand off and sticking my hand closer instead of open the little window up, which is dumb. Keep running my hand into the blades as they're moving, or the wheels as they're moving. Extra dumb. A lot of dumbness. Motion. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this thing off. I'm soaked to the bone, man. Abstract impressions. Give me a second. I'll show you.
Ugh. Let's be real, though. That seemed to be a very poor representation of windowing fire agate. Although it can be like that. Windowing fire agate can be the same as digging for fire agates. You know, sometimes it can be a lot of work for very little show. But because you don't want to rip through the color, that's the way it can be sometimes. And like I said, I might have grabbed out of the wrong bin because I didn't mark anything. But let me get something to clean you guys up because you're looking pretty bad right now. Oh man, the GoPro just has it all over it. That's one of the things too, is when you're messing with the oh, trip over the bag. When you're messing with fire agate and it has a lot of the matrix around it, although when you're trying to break the matrix up and you're out in the mine, it seems hard as hell. When you are putting it on diamond wheels, man, it cuts like butter and it just sprays mud everywhere. I got it all over me. I got my pants are soaking wet. My seat has this spray all over it. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Like I'm gonna have to put some linoleum down underneath this. Maybe that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Funny enough, I bought some for the bathroom, but maybe I'll use it in here. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I really want to clean this camera up a little bit better and clean my area up a little bit better right here. Get in there, stupid thing. Whoops, didn't mean to cover that up. I was trying to use this TP to dust some of this stuff. It's honestly, it's so stuck to the camera that I'm gonna have to clean it off properly. I'm definitely gonna have to clean it off properly. All right, and my carpet's all wet too, so that's not good either. I'll have to bring the heater over here or something. It is a mess to have this indoors, and I do not have it set up properly to keep it clean. That's what I'm noticing. Not yet, but I wanted to cut some more rocks. I wanted to turn you guys on because, in all honesty, it's something I need to get done. I want to make sure that when I send these guys their packages, that they have good stuff in them. I don't want it just to all be as a. I don't want it to just all be luck of the draw. I want to know there's some good stuff in there. At the same time, I really need to get a 600 hard wheel because with a 600 hard wheel, you can touch that color and you can still save it. With a 325 and an 80, man, it's going to be hard to save that color once I hit the color hard or even mediocre. Just barely touching the color with that level of a grit and leaving that hard of a scratch on it, it's hard to keep it. Talking too close to the camera with the mic in between. Yeah, so I figure that to edit a good video, we're talking a minimum of 3.5 hours to 5 hours. I'm clunky at it. So in that time, I have not done well on bills. I have a lot of stuff I can post online for sale. I need to get on that. I figure I can cut an hour's worth of stones every night and put that up. And it's stuff that you guys are into because it's rocks and it's not, other stuff. And it gives me more time to make more sales online and gives me the ability to cut some rocks and post a video up without it taking a whole bunch of time. And I was thinking, maybe after I get these guys' stuff out, I can keep windowing some stuff and then I can start selling some of this stuff. Because to tell you the truth, I need the money more than I need the rocks. And I would really like to get the bus going and go out and dig some more. So, you can only sit on it so long. It's not like you can take it with you. It's like money, right? Can't take it with you. My area is so messy. I have so much to wipe up. That is all wet. It's all wet down there. It's all wet down there. All right, I'm going to look at you guys have obviously been having lots of talks. Modern prospector. Yeah, I don't trust myself on that one, man. I don't trust that I would make that one work. As far as it goes to making money off of rocks, it has worked one time, and that's when I was selling you guys windows from Slaughter Mountain. That's when it was really working. I sent a message to my buddy out at Slaughter Mountain, and I wanted to carry some of his stuff because I heard they didn't do Tucson this year, so I figured he could probably use the money. He hasn't really responded though. So, it is what it is. But I'd totally be willing to sell his windows and split the profit for sure after fees and stuff like that. Although if I'm selling it to you guys on here, there's no fees. But what I was thinking is about posting that stuff on Amazon because there is nothing but garbage on Amazon when you type in fire agate. And as a seller on Amazon now, when I type in the word fire agate, 95%, 99% of what I see there is listed. There's not even a real fire agate. It's not real fire agate at all. Let alone anything with any color. It's just not the real rock. It's the wrong rock. So, oh, I'm reading people's private conversation. That's what's going on. Modern prospectors trying to help abstract impressions. Karen uh, figure out cutting some stones. And the reality is there's no cheap way to get into lapidary except for getting lucky or going to becoming, a member and older, a member of a gem society or rock club, and those people really taking pity on you. Otherwise, there's no way to do it good without spending some money. I mean, if you're gonna try and cut by hand using Dremels and stuff like that, you're gonna spend like $300 minimum to get stones properly um, properly polished. You're gonna spend $300 minimum. The cheapest way, the absolute cheapest way to polish a rock is in a tumbler. Besides that, you're gonna spend a few $100s or maybe a few $1,000s. That really is the way it is. Um, modern prospector might be right because some people can do things and make them work and some people can't. And so far, making things work has not been my strong suit. Modern Prospector says you almost have to do fairs and gem and mineral shows. I make most of my profit from country fairs traveling state to state. And I absolutely agree with him, which most people wouldn't understand is a huge grind. It is not easy doing that. Like it is intensive labor. It is mentally stressful. It is on the edge of a knife a lot of times. Some people, make it work and make it super profitable. And then most people I know that are doing that, you know, it's a hustle, it's a hustle. And if they're not constantly hustling, then it's going to fail, and that's the biggest problem with that. But getting anything started on your own with almost nothing is a fucking hustle. Like that's just the way it is. If you're not willing to hustle, then you need to be working for somebody else. Like the best thing to do is to have a really good job and be able to pay for all the rocks and minerals and shit like that on the side. And hopefully your job only keeps you at work like 4 hours a day. So that's like nobody. Modern Prospector says it's a long shot, but check Craigslist for lapidary equipment. He finds a fair amount of stuff on there. And I can't argue with that either. My only problem is that most times Craigslist and everywhere else, most stuff is overpriced. Resale value of gem and rock equipment is crazy compared to the resale value of everything else on the planet. I mean, a 20-year-old lapidary machine will sell for more now than it did 20 years ago. That's not even a joke. It's serious. Um, Now though, like this one right here is like $1,400 or something like that. Like that's not cheap for somebody that is not living on a fixed income or somebody that is I not is not it, you know what I mean. Somebody that doesn't have very much money or is making minimum wage or making like $12 an hour and has a kid, trying to pay for that or two kids or that shit's just not easy to come by. Really go to the local gem and mineral societies, grind that out, look on Craigslist, hopefully you get lucky. But finding a place to work around people that have been in the
field near you is the best way to get equipment. It's the best way to get equipment. The best way to get equipment is to find the people that are in your area that are passionate about what you're passionate about, and then just keep hanging out and keep cutting stones and keep talking to people, and sooner or later they will hook you up. That is absolutely the best way I've seen anybody acquire the stuff they would like to have. A friend of mine, we haven't seen each other in years, and we were buddy when we first met, and I think we still are. We just haven't talked very much. But Nathan Gandera, the majority of the stuff he got from his Gem and Mineral Society strictly because he was so passionate about wanting to change his life and using rocks and gems and minerals about doing it. And he happened to be in the right place at the right time, at the right Gem and Mineral Society, saying the right things around the right people, and they made that come true. He has all kinds of equipment going all the time. Polishers, slab saws. I constantly see him selling rocks and minerals online all the time. I never see him post about having to work at a job he's not happy with. So really, the contacts and the people you can make contact with that are passionate about this sort of thing in your area is the biggest help you can get. Absolutely. My firmest belief is in that. But you have to put a lot of time in. If you're not willing to put the time in with those people, then, it's not going to matter. Perfect statement. Hey, Margaret. Didn't mean to yell. Sorry, guys. Perfect statement, Modern Prospector. It's a hustle for sure. If you think you're just going to jump online, post your stuff, and just roll in the profits, you're mistaken. Unless you're great with marketing or have a lot of pre-built clientele. Yeah, I mean, or unless you're selling everything off of energy healing bullshit, that seems to sell everything. Sorry to the people that believe, but that seems to sell everything rather fast. If you're into the hokey stuff, then that tends to bring people. And not only does it sell fast, but it tends to up the price sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 times what somebody could sell it for as just a cool gem or a cool specimen. But yeah, I totally agree with what Modern Prospector is saying right there. See, and that's the thing about reselling everyday items like what I'm reselling right now on my Facebook and putting stuff for sale on Amazon and stuff like that is everyday items, clothes, shirts, electronics, hats, like this sort of stuff people are buying all the time, thousands of items every single day. So it's not near as difficult to really get into the flow and be bringing in enough money. That sounds like fun opal to cut. Abstract Karens. Set this down for a second. See if I can. Oh, that's probably not going to work. Hey, that works right there. That works all right. I'm definitely going to have to designate a pair of jeans for cutting stones in during the week because these things are a mess and there's no way I can wear these to do anything else. And I cannot be near clothes in these things. It's clothes I'm about to sell or anything. This stuff gets on it. I got a bunch of stuff to clean up now. Ugh. I think I'm crying a little bit. Yeah, that was whining. Definitely sounded like whining to me. Saw Sedona Vortex charged healing fire agate on Etsy for $8,000. They sold a fire agate on Etsy for $8,000. What did it look like? Oh, that's what I was supposed to show her. What? Let me see if I can find my gem bag real quick, guys. Yeah, there it is. I found it. All right. Now, Karen asked, what kind of I think it was Karen that asked what kind of colors can come out of fire agate. What are we looking for? And in what I'm doing right here, we're not actually looking for these colors to pop out so bright. We're looking for copper and just to get close to some of the colors, maybe for them to peak a little bit, because if I get them to, you know, as bright as what's in this stone, or my one stone's not in here. It must be. I'll keep digging. I'll find it. I know it's in there somewhere. So yeah, if you touch the color with that I mean, is it yellowing out on my screen? It's really yellowing out, like I got, probably because I got the light too close, maybe. But purple and red and green are all in this stone. Like I said, it's sort of yellowing out. It might be yellowing out on you guys too. I have a better example too. This is a fantastic stone, but the camera doesn't like it near as much as the naked eye does. Let me see if I can find my other one real quick. There's a handful of stones I cut, but those are not the one I'm looking for. I keep pulling out opals everywhere. There's fire agate, there's fire agate. Opals. What happened to my big necklace piece? I wonder what happened to that necklace piece I had, guys, because apparently it's missing on me right now. I'm not finding it in this bag. There's the necklace. There it is. I found it. Here's the best one I've carved so far. Took me forever to find it. Hard to hold on to. And still, the camera's really not picking it up as good as it is. Still yellowed out a little bit more than it is to the naked eye. This one needs to be recut and recarved, but I like it. I like to wear it. It's thick and chunky. But if I were to recut it, I think it's going to easily be two stones. You got this stone right here. Cut it right there, and then you got the bottom stone, and then this is going to be another stone. Recarve this and see if there's more green underneath there. Oh, I'm not on camera. I need to be on camera when the camera's not right in front of me. Yeah, when the colors are that neon and that bright, you know, they're definitely sort of a name your own price sort of range. The only problem is that being a little bit careless. Remember, when you like use a saw. I mean, that's how I damage this thing. You see that divot right there? Like that's a saw blade on my Dremel. Got too close, took a piece out right there, and it really sort of gets into the way that the layers are.
which, you know, adds to the fact that if I cut this stone again, I should cut it into 2 separate stones, but I like to wear it around my neck. I just need another necklace for that. And then, like, you have stuff like this that comes out every now and then. And it just comes out of the ground like this, and it'll have some dirt and stuff on it. And actually, that green right there, that used to have a tiny little red eye on it. But me polishing this on my knee, you can see a little lip of red on that edge right there. The rest of it's gone. Like, there used to be more red on this other piece of stone, but just polishing it on my knee made that color go away, because the color can be so thin. And this is a fantastic specimen. Like, I don't want to cut it because it really shows you how the color can just be a layer, like a dollop of chocolate over top of some ice cream, just like that. One little section might be all you get. It might not, you know, go down any more than where that line is right there for the color. So this might have great color going across this top, and it may, you know, whoops. Right, that's where I'm looking to be. It might be a nice size ring stone, yet underneath of that, to be this whole size, that might not even happen.
And now I'm realizing I'm talking and the fucking mic's behind me. Oh God. Oh wait, Abstract Karen, you didn't see the piece? You were outside? That's so funny. Yeah, depending on how deep and how thick the color is too, it can be extremely hard to keep that. Let me pull out the one I just put back, Karen, so you can see the one I was just talking about. What did I do with it? Where'd my necklace piece go? Dang it. Set everything right down in front of me except for that one. No, I didn't put it in there either. Huh. Well, now I don't know what I did with my favorite piece. My favorite stone. Let's see what else I got in the bag. Can't believe it's not sitting right here. Oh, this is one I was working on where I had this really great red going on in it, and then I lost a big section of the red and cut it back to bronze because I was being too greedy and trying to expose stuff. Happens sometimes. Oh, that's a boulder opal. This one could be cut again to really show that neon green that's in there. But then I'd have to lose the purple that's on top and that red, because to the camera's really sort of picking up a brown and a yellow, yet to the naked eye, man, it's like a purple and a red on top of a bright green background. I've been thinking about sending this one to Glenn Dizen, and having him make something for me, because he's got a fantastic eye for finishing this stuff out. He would really know. Okay, you did see it. Awesome. Amy Pearl, I think someone is going to have bad mojo for using Reiki as a selling tool. Yeah. Yeah, anytime anybody tried Reiki on me, I didn't really feel like they were doing any sort of magical stuff. I just felt weird, like embarrassed. It's literally how I'm like embarrassed. Well, guys, cut for an hour, talked for about 30 minutes. This is one where the color was all on top. And once again, to me, it looks like a green and orange and yellow sort of, depending on which way you turn it. Yet when I look in my camera, it just looks sort of greenish gold. Yep, fire agate's a funny fellow, man. But I need to break in these wheels, and I need to get a 600 hard wheel because I do have some opals to cut too. That one opal I showed you guys that I cut that had fractures all in it, that I will probably end up putting on the wheel here. The people I buy my opal from, they sent me some of this stuff instead, which you guys are probably not seeing any of the color in it. Definitely has color bars all through it, but it is, white milky opal. It's not like crystal or anything. Not sure if you guys can see any of that color. Probably not, because as far as quality of camera, GoPro is not really the best up close quality of camera, that's for sure. Oh, the device doesn't like me. It's turning off. Probably is, Cooper Petey. I also have a nice crystal fossil. Looks like a piece of a backbone. It's very blue green. My camera is having a fit. Oh, there it goes, shutting off on me, guys. Hey, Shane, you got here just I'm about to shut it down, buddy. Yeah, you got here just I'm about to shut it down. I need to dry my clothes out and dry my floor off and clean this stuff up. And I need to make it to where I can do this without making such a mess. And next time, I hope to have it be more colorful. At the same time, I want to prove some stones for these guys before I ship them out, but I don't want to cut through them. I really need to buy a 600 grit wheel, really bad. But I'm playing catch up right now. But at the same time, if I get to that and I can window some fire agate, I can sell some fire agate to you. Because I know you guys want to buy some fire agate. I already know that. Yes, Shane, better late than never. At least you made it for the live one, even if it's just to say goodbye. Thank you, Shogun, Jeffrey Allen. Shogun 9 hour. I don't know where you come up with that one, buddy. It's good for dressing the wheels. What the heck happened to my, I don't know what happened to my happy piece. To my piece. That's like my one piece. I'm in like saving that piece. I have no idea what in the flaming heck I did with it. I know it's here. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it because I know it's here. Maybe I'll do it again. No, I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm sleeping outside of a store so I can hopefully make a bunch of money. Because I have been making a bunch of money. And something needs to change. Although I should sort of do a video about that place because I found some stuff out about that place. It's sort of shady. At the same time, I really don't want to shoot myself in the foot. It's my only source of income because it's not like I'm buying my own pallets, which is what I should be doing. I should be buying my own pallets, not depending on a store. Yep, buying my own pallets and truckloads. Not there yet, though. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Had fun. Thanks for helping me work. And thanks for watching. So I'll see you guys soon, maybe Friday, maybe not. I'm not sure exactly, but I love you for watching, and I will see you soon. I'll try and edit another video, but as far as it's going, I think this is the way to do it because I can do this and it will take me less overall time by a magnitude of hours, at least until I get financially stable and have things running a little bit smoothly. This I could do 3 or 4 times a week in the amount of time it takes me to make a video for 1 week. Yep. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. See y'all. Bye. Oh shit. That's a perfect way to end it. So me.